I'm a song for Raslin, aka Likey. Chap and then come for blogger Papa the amount. Razak GH. Champion. Sa opesa o channel na opesa o blog. Sa o bonum anasa o diga. Ana bibia wo wiase bia na opesa onyum dru wiase afana nyina. Razak GH. Ana Razak Ghana. Obe blogging ni nyina the amount. Where your blogger bia na no bo should form. Shisha Razak GH. Niam broke on near mamma, if we are singing ante wonka. And young monqua. The opus will be a so digger, and now opus udin, a cosso, and now pass ye bibia. Razak GH. Freya, ye chakanya yabakra. Shisha Razak GH. She screamers once a number you so. Fre number. Nani and Yajuma, Nani and Insawaso, Nepadi, and no one idea. So what a video. So we a day, so digger. Bibia. Razak GH and Razak Ghana. You bet blogging PPR at Yama. Razak GH. Like it.
Hello, lovely people of Ghana. Good evening once again. You are welcome to the first edition of Campus 360 with Eugenia. Sani yesi promise no na yesi yebebremu show a campus based na yebeko school bia mu any student akotwetwe nkomo afa eniema ACC wo school ni mu na enne yewo Amsterdam campus metre akenten apia menka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development Amsterdam formerly na UEWK sisi ya new student ba kon ebetwetwe nkomo afa the current happenings ekoso wo school ni enko babia
anano medindi bobo wa yusi open blogging say what twanu na opesi promo ma be kanfo Razak GH and as a Razak Ghana e dey ma or your best blogger safanyom wo article bi bia no obeyama wa yusi ho na TV news ho na mhwe news ho na mhwe bibia Razak Ghana, you are the best.
Welcome back to Campus 360 with Eugenia. Me pesa mesaimu enti meko me guest na so na yakotwetwe enkomo kakra ne ehu de enti aye interview yi eyabaso. My brother.
Fine, thank you.
Please, how are you doing? How are things and everything?
I'm good. Everything is going good by the grace of God.
Thank God. So can you tell my audience a little about yourself, your name, your program, and then the level you are in?
Okay, I'm Bismarck Mesabunsu, the outgoing Tescon Vice President, and I'm pursuing Business Administration Management, level 400. That's what I do. That's my name, and that's kind of little portfolio. 31 years of age. I'm a businessman / a politician. A young politician.
That's nice. You saying you are a politician, is it that you think politicians have a lot of money in the country that he decided to be a politician?
No. Far from that. I believe in that Ghana is a beautiful country that needs great minds to help move Ghana forward, right? And I'm a person that seeks that if I have one today, I want to add one to it to make it two, right? And country that has a lot of resources, a lot of potentials, if great minds like me come on board, I'll come and help move Ghana forward.
Thank you. So this part of the interview is based on knowing more about you. So we would want to know where you were born, the schools you attended, and then how you got here.
Okay, I was born at Bantima G, right, and I attended 2 Brigade Basic School in my elementary stages and furthered on to Encaria Senior High School. From then, I worked. I'm an entrepreneur. I have opened some businesses, like 5 businesses that is operating. I have a center for Asenso. I have a shop at Cultural Center. I'm an artist, yes, and I have a paint shop at Abuakwa that I've employed like 3 people. I have a provision store too that is I deal with this trading of soft minerals and that kind of stuff, right? At Crowfrom, I have mobile money, like 5 mobile money operating at Kwadaso constituency. So that's what I do basically. So for that, I decided to come to school and pursue business administration management so that I could use that to manage my business, right? Yes. So in my earlier stage, I started working, and so he says, if you want to get money, you find money and you let the money work for you. That's how it is. So that's what I've done from the elementary stage of my life to this stage.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
I can see why you are, I can see that.
See? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what were you known for back in school?
Back in school? Yeah, back in school, I was a dancer then.
Wow.
I was a dancer, right? I was a dancer. And I was the entertainment prefect, right? Yes, and I've held positions in political arena. A group called Crusaders. 2020, we were very vibrant in making MPP to win power. I was the financial secretary and Center for Ascent, so I'm the chairman. So I have like 50 people that they saw the competence in me and made me their chairman at Bantima. So I'm a Bantima boy and Kwadaso boy.
Wow.
Yes.
Which means you have achieved a lot.
Not a lot, but we are on it.
You're still achieving.
Exactly.
Okay. So why did you decide to come to Amsterdam?
The course that I wanted to do, that made me thought it prudent to come to Amsterdam, because I wanted to do business administration management, and my business also revolved around Kwadaso, Buakwa. So for me to get the access to come to school and also do my business, that's the reason why I decided to come to Amsterdam.
So didn't you think, why should I come to Amsterdam whilst there are better universities out there, universities with the big names in Ghana, they are the ones people term as the better ones.
And UWK is a strong university. Like many have passed here that are dignities in life. And so I think, I shouldn't say I think, UWK, now Amsterdam, is a great school to be in. It's a great school to be in.
That's nice. So,
are you a student here?
Yes, please.
Aren't you proud to be an Amsterdam?
I'm very proud to be an Amsterdam pro.
That's how it is.
Okay, so after you coming here, let's take level 100 through to where you are now. Didn't you think you had to leave the school and then go and focus more on your business?
No. Never will I do that. If I want to do something, it means I have weighed myself in the house, right? It's like a soldier. A soldier must be prepared home before coming to the battlefield, right? So I was prepared within that regardless of what I face, I'm not going to stop it. I am stopping. No. I have to finish good.
That's a nice self-motivation you have there.
Exactly.
So now we are moving to the main reason why we had this interview, and I would like to go on a break.
Enuanom Reverend Isaac Eduni. Efa blogging anaso obi obetimi ama ho nsema na news ana wade ton bi akwa akire pa eye Razak GH. Bema ye bema wono akasa awodere wo blogging mu ankasa na wonim nyoma esese woye. Mi ankasa bi videos wa bloggy ama ne videos ne so edu akire. Kodan Razak GH ana Razak Ghana no beboa ama nyoma nyina akwa akire. Bye bye.
Welcome back once again. This time around, we are going to take the conversation to the main reason why we had to do this interview. And then I want to remind you that this is Razak Ghana TV, and if you want to follow us on social media handles, you can follow us on Instagram at Razak Ghana Official. You can follow us, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, that's Razak Ghana TV. You can follow us on Facebook as well, and that's Razak Ghana Official. Okay. So my brother, We've heard there's a group in the school, or let me say an association in the school, which is called TESCON. Do you know what it is?
Yes, of course. If I've been the vice president of TESCON, then it would even be a dent in my image to not to know the full meaning of TESCON and how it operates. TESCON is Tertiary Student Confederacy of the New Patriotic Party. It is a youth wing under the party that the school has mandated us to operate, and the party also has mandated us to operate. That's why we have TESCON here on campus. And let me give you a little brief history about TESCON. TESCON was inaugurated in 8 January 2000 by a great leader called Asensubuachi, right? Yes, at the Independence Hall at K University, right? It was a watchdog that tried to educate Ghanaians on the policies of the government, to let people know trending news, trending stories of the government, so that people that have interest, they will buy into the ideologies of the party, so that people will love the party and will love to join the party. So in a nutshell, TESCON operates as a way that you all come on board, help the party maintain power, and when we are in power, we retain power again. That's how it is. That's how TESCON operates.
So why did you decide to join TESCON?
Yes, TESCON, I'm an MPP man. I've followed MPP from 18 years of my age. Now I'm 31 years. So if I followed MPP and I love MPP, I love their policies, I love their ideologies, that one district, one factory, one village, one warehouse, one village, one dam. It says it's a very, even the free SHS is something of its own, right? One district, one factory. In my vicinity or in my constituency, you could see Casapreco over there, right? One district, one factory is a project that came, or a policy that the government brought on board that will empower the private sector, that you capitalize you, or will give you capital injection, so that you, when maybe when at first you were employing 500 people, we give you the money for you to expand, so that now you take like 1,000 people, right? So that the government takes tax from 1,000 workers. At first you were taking tax on 500 workers, but if you give your capital injection for you to expand, then you are going to employ much of Ghanaians, so that it eases the burden of the government, right? So MPP is a problem-solving party. That's why I decided to join TESCON.
Wow, that's very nice.
Yes.
So ever since you joined TESCON, have you felt like there was no need joining it?
Never in my life.
And if you were to come back in the next generation, you will still join TESCON?
MPP is in my blood. Yes, TESCON is my blood, and I can never change my color or my body, my blood color. My blood color is red and MPP. You see, it's MPP colors. We have red, white, and blue. So if red is in, and my body, then the color of my blood is red, then I am in it till I die.
Wow. That's a nice commitment.
All right. Yes.
So
that's our motto. It says commitment without inducement. Yes. What we do it out of our will, right? We are not being motivated by maybe or influenced by money. No.
So which year did you join TESCON? Was it right when you entered the school, or?
When I stepped in the school, the first association that I joined was TESCON.
Wow.
Yes. Was TESCON, yes.
I like that.
Yes.
You are very patriotic. So you joined the party you really like.
Exactly.
That's very nice. So when you joined TESCON, what have you gained from it? What can you say I have boldly gotten from TESCON?
Oh, okay. For the first benefit is me getting links to the ministers, head of states, right? I can pick a call right now, before the interview, I was talking to the member of parliament for Kwadaso constituency, isn't it? He called me. So TESCON gives you the platform for you to get in connect with the top officials, right? And sometimes I don't pay school fees. I sometimes get scholarship, right? I apply for the district scholarship, and glory to the Kwadaso Municipal Chief Executive, the MCE. He is a very fantastic man by name Richard Ajedim Boatin. He has been very, 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 very instrumental in TESCON activities, and I give him a salute. Yes, and you see, it's a training ground for young politicians. So now that you have the capacity to talk in public, organize press conferences, organize media shows and stuff, so it gives you the morale for you to stand in public, and it gives you that kind of leverage so that you could be able to express yourself in all diverse areas. So it's good. It has helped me, and it's also helped me. People know me. It's about politics, it's about numbers. You knowing people and people knowing you, right? So that maybe tomorrow, if you want to stand an MP or a presidential material, maybe presidency, they are going to say, oh, this person, I know him. Oh, okay. Oh, he was a good person. Okay. Then for that one. And I have also helped people secure scholarships. And that is what I want to. I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave something behind. Right? That is what I seek for.
So were you an executive, or are you an executive?
I was an executive member. I was the vice president, and we have worked. And our chief patrons and some of the members can even say that our administration is the best of its kind, because since we came, TESCON wasn't having any bank account. We have a bank account now, and when we came to, we were able to get some scholarship for members, and I think it's a plus. We organize prestigious awards, and dignitaries were coming in like sardines. How sardines are packed. yes, they were coming in and out, and it was good. Our prestigious awards, we did marks, that branded marks that we gave it to our members, and we have been very, very instrumental on campus. Yes, we have been very, very instrumental on campus.
So why did you decide to go for the vice presidency?
At that time, I wanted to learn. Right, I wanted to learn from the leaders. If you want to join something, you don't just go and just follow it up. No, you have to study the line. Okay, when I go this time, is it favorable? Then if you weigh the pros and cons, then you could know that, okay, then let me go and study the terrain. The next time, if I become well equipped, then next time I go for the ultimate.
So did you face challenges as the vice president? If you faced them, how did you go about it?
Challenges, sometimes it's like somebody you vacate and a member will tell you, oh boss, I don't have money going home. Oh. It says sometimes you have to open your just go into your pockets, just give them something for them to go home. So that made me have a thought that when I come to power, I'll organize this TESCON transport. The TESCON transport will be made to all Tesconians who are going home when we vacate, because you see, when we are in school, they will consume or they will squander all their money. So when they are going home, it becomes difficult for them. So the TESCON transport, I liaised up with the Metro Mass director, the MD, Nicholas Odro. I went to his office and told him my policy that when we vacate, students find it difficult going to their destination. He says, oh, he was a party member. He says, he's a party member. He says, wow, this is a nice initiative. Bring a cover letter. Go and win your elections and bring a cover letter. Bring a letter, proposal letter, and I will help you out. So I was just waiting for me to be vetted out and just go for the ultimate. So that's how it is.
This is very touching.
Yes.
Not everybody will do this for, let's say, students of the school, because everybody thinks me going to be an executive of an association, I have to go and take money from them, not to go and then help them build up something. So didn't that thought come to you? Why don't you just take some money, use it to build your businesses?
No, you don't have money in TESCON. It's the ideas that you have that is going to create money. It's the links that you have that is going to create money, right? We don't have money because they pay 6 cities. Members pay, new entrants members pay 8 cities, and old members pay 6 cities. So 6 cities, 8 cities. When we organize a meeting, we give them item 13, right? We do this, we do that, we do that. So 8 cities, 6 cities is nothing. But the links that you have, you are able to connect with the top officials. That brings money to the association.
So now we are hearing that you were going for the is it the president of TESCON, and you have been disqualified. Is it true?
Yes, it's true. The panel judges said they've disqualified me.
And on what grounds did they disqualify you?
Yes, they said it's so. You see, I laughed. It's so undemocratic and very, 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 very. I'm even sometimes ashamed that 21st century you could do this suicidal politicking. It's bad. It's very, very bad, right? Because it says they asked me a question that who is the first national organizer for MPP, and I said first national organizer. For that one, I'm not privy to it. I don't know. So yeah, asked me the second question, who is the first national chairman, and I said that one too, I don't know. He says, okay, when was MPP formed? Then I told them 28 July, and they said, okay, what's the full meaning of TESCON? And I said, Tertiary Student Confederacy of the New Patriotic Party. And he says, again, what is at Article 9, Section 3 of the TESCON Constitution? What does it stipulate? And I refer them that no, it's not article, it's regulations. We use regulations. So it says, oh, sorry. I said, okay. And I said, must not be final year students. He says, then what is my take? And I said, yes, for the Constitution saying that must not be final year students, I have an explanation for me joining. He says, okay, I can tell them. He says, the form that they gave me, it was boldly written on it, 2020-2021 forms. So it means it was last year elections, of which last year I was in level 300, because we wanted to conduct the elections whilst COVID struck us. So if COVID struck us and time stopped, if time has to start, it has to start from where it ended exactly. So it says, oh, okay. So and I said again, when COVID struck us, I didn't cause COVID. I didn't bring COVID, so I shouldn't be used as a sacrificial lamb. And again, I told them that on the basis that I have served my party, I have served TESCON in diverse ways. I was the vice president, so they allowing me is nothing to worry their heads about. And they said, okay, so what again can I say? And I said that I think there was something, I've forgotten the exact word or something that I framed, that if in the process, if I remember, I'll tell you. So they said, oh, Mr. President, I think you could be a good president, so you can go. Then I escaped, I lived there, and my opponent also came. We were 2 contestants. My opponent came. But let me chip in this. the opponent, they first made an appointment to my opponent that he should be the TESCON president here. And some of us saw it prudent and wrote a petition to the National Youth Authority, to the National Youth Organizer, for him to quash the decision of the Regional Youth Organizer. Then, hence, led the formation or the conducting of the elections. So they have had a very preconceived mind to just move me from the elections or just delete my name from the elections. So I had sensed it before even coming to the room. So after the elections, after the vetting, they came with the results and said they have disqualified me on the basis that I wasn't able to answer 2 questions. I said, really? Okay. All right, then, can I ask you something? He says, yes. He says, then Abi brought a communique stating the time period for us conducting the elections. The time period has expired. Therefore, you have no right to conduct this vetting. I came on the basis that you would have given me a chance to talk. We convened a meeting for us all to talk. You didn't give me the chance to talk. Right? Again, you brought an MP rep on the panel, of which the press release that Nabi brought. I can also even read so that maybe you could also know it. The composition was that the regional youth organizer shall be a chairman. The deputy shall be a member. The TESCON coordinator, the Asante Regional TESCON coordinator, shall be a secretary and a member to the committee. And the Kwadasu youth organizer shall be a member. Our patrons, the chief patron shall be an ex-officio member. He has no voting right. So there should be 4 panel. But to my surprise, they brought an MP rep, of which the MP rep does not constitute the panel. So he has no voting right to score me. That was my argument. Then I spoke my mind to them and I told them I disagree and I'm not taking that insult from them. Then we just left the meeting. So when I was coming, then the electoral commissioner and the secretary to the electoral commissioner was there. In our school was there. So they came to me and said, boss, what those guys did isn't good at all. And I said, why? He says, because the questions that they asked you, the 2 questions that they asked you, they asked your opponent the same questions. He couldn't answer, and his own was even 3. They asked him when was MPP formed. He couldn't answer that question, so making his own 3. So it beats their imagination. They're saying that because I wasn't because of I couldn't answer 2 questions, whilst my opponent couldn't answer 3 questions, and he was qualified. So you could know that it's a political gimmick or suicidal political gimmick that is going to kill themselves. So I made it known to our chief patron, and they are all aware of this. And the Electoral Commission has also released a press release that she is ever ready to say the truth and nothing else, if ever he or she is being called. And the secretary to the Electoral Commission is also saying that. So I could say that they have lost their credibility as a panel judges or panel members, and they don't even deem it fit to organize that vetting. They didn't give me the chance to talk when we all met, so I have to keep quiet and just leave everything behind. So that is the issue that came on board.
So how did you feel after all this?
We felt very, very embarrassed because seriously, when I was going to the vetting room, I was well versed well versed in MPP, TESCON, because why don't you ask me current issues, current executives and staff, that when the time that MPP was formed, I wasn't even alive. I wasn't the time when they tell the student something. No, I wasn't even like, so it beats imaginations, and I was like, wow, MPP. Sometimes you don't learn from our mistakes. That suicidal politicking kills the party. MPP, you don't lose elections, so the internal politicking breaks us apart, because somebody thinks that he owns MPP, he has MPP in his pocket. Anytime he wants to use it, he can use it. No, it's a public thing that if you fear elections, then don't come near to politics. Why do you want the opponent to go unopposed, disqualifying me so that he goes unopposed? And this is the same person who was being appointed. So you see where the problem is coming from. It's a calculated thing. They knew, they had a preconceived mind that this is what I want to do, right? Yes, it's like a soldier that has been sent to go and kill. Regardless of how you cry, he doesn't see you to be one that he will have to favor you. That's what happened.
So will you say the EC at this point is incompetent?
No, the EC, they didn't even give the EC time, or maybe maybe voting rights for the EC to even vote. They didn't they allow them to sit back at the panel. He even described the EC that both the EC and the secretary, that they are outgone EC. That's what he even described them. So he wanted to use his power to sideline all of them. That's how been the problem, and that is the problem. And seriously, if this thing persists, TESCON elections will never come on this campus. Maybe I have to leave. Maybe when I leave, then they will do that. Because why is it that you want just one person to go unopposed? Is it a family property? No, it's not a family property. So you open, if you know that the people knows your favorite candidate, open just a fair grounds for us all, so that we will contest. And at the end of the journey, you will know who the members like, isn't it? That's how it should be. And MPP is a party that believes in democracy, right? We believe in democracy, that free and fair elections should be conducted. And again, they want to conduct our elections here in Amsterdam electronically. Wow. Isn't it? That is serious. Yeah. And we all know what goes into electronic elections, right? They want to conduct the elections electronically. So I asked them a simple question, that is MPP party next year you will be going to vote to elect MPP constituency executives, regional, national. Would they be allowed to vote electronically? I think it's a capital no. The elections that we had in the midst of COVID, Ghana, we conducted the elections manually. So why do you want to conduct TESCON elections electronically if it's not a calculated movement? It's a calculated movement, and we will resist every oppression rule.
Yo, Razak the blogger, Razak GH. Charlie also there, my man. Keep working harder, keep pushing your stuff. God bless your works, Charlie. And then my name is Sam Rabi, Mike Bryan.
The course that I'm doing, I am business administration management student, and thankful to the course that I'm doing. I'm so happy. I think after my first degree, I'll be going into law. We do business law and administrative law. So it made me know that a term in business administration, that is certiorari, and it's a term that is being used to quash the decision of a lower court decision. Maybe the higher court will use a certiorari to quash the decision of a lower court because of its irregularities, right? So the administrative law that I use that one to quash the decision of the regional youth organizer for making that appointment by writing a petition to the national. I was part of the chief petitioners that quashed the decision of the regional youth organizer. So he has made his mind not to let peace prevail on campus, and we will know the appropriate tool for the appropriate work. Yes, we are not going to use machetes, guns, and anything. We are just going to use the bigger tool, that's the brains. And if the brains work, the body does not suffer.
So at the moment, where is the TESCON president?
The TESCON president had completed.
Okay.
Yeah, so even if the TESCON president leaves, it's even in the rules and regulations that the takeover president, the vice president should be the acting president. But because of me going for the position, I have to resign. Right, I have to resign and go for the position.
So you thought because you were the vice president at the moment, you knew all the things and then you knew how to handle the let's say the administration. So that's why you were going in for the presidency. So you comparing yourself to your opponent, do you think your opponent can work better than you?
If I've been the vice president and they call me the master of links, I have links. Like I have a policy that I wanted to bring on board. That is the TESCON secretariat, right? And this secretariat will be championed by the Bantama parliamentary candidate, now the Minister of Works and Housing, Asen Subuachi. I went to his office and I told him, boss, you were the president when TESCON was inaugurated. I want you to leave a legacy. So really? So wow. This Mark, let's talk. And I say, okay, boss, you don't have office. I want you to help secure well-furnished office in our campus. And we will name the office by you. He said, wow. So boss, if a president holds your hands in the midst of thousands and says, this is my political son, some of us, we deduce it in diverse opinions. He says, wow, how? So he sat with us, how? He said, yeah, boss, it means that you are a potential president. So when you leave a legacy in all campuses, then let's use our campus as the startup. You well-furnished office, air conditioning and everything, well placed, your pictures, past president's pictures, all assembled on the walls. And every TESCON member that has problems channels their problem to your high office. 5 years to come, 10 years to come, and you let it roll out across Ghana. You see, the intellectual hub of the party is TESCON. And these people, you leave an emblem in every institution. You could know that you can become a president one day. He says, wow. He says, wow. He says, Bismarck, so what do you need? He said, boss, I have to go and win the elections and come. Go and win the elections and bring me the budget. Wow. So it's about links. It's about you knowing them and they knowing you. Okay? As though this life is not about who knows, it's not about who you know. It's about who knows you. But because you can know Akufo-Addo, but Akufo-Addo doesn't know you.
Everybody knows.
Exactly, right? So it's about links. And I have another policy that is the Rep Your Party Color Day. You see, I mean, in nose mask of MPP, day in and day out, you see me with the MPP colors. If you are an MPP member, we will solicit for funds elsewhere from Kwadasu Municipal, elsewhere, and we will do TESCON t-shirts in a subsidized manner for our members, so that maybe first week of every month we will be in our MPP color, maybe Friday, every first week of every month. We'll be in our MPP color. So, oh wow, and then the MPP for be and and will be as MPP at So you see that. So it gingers the grassroots, so that you know that naturally people who love the party are coming on board. You see that party and politics is about numbers. So if you have this strategy and you are bringing on board, it's going to have impact in thousands. And I'm even doing study leave with pay. I have about 30 members that had completed school, came here, paid their school fees, but couldn't get their study leave with pay. Joined TESCON, and they petitioned their problems to me. And through the Minister of Education, he's working it out for me, for 30 members. Me, I want to leave a legacy. The 4 months, give me that 4 months, and let me leave a legacy. Says, yeah, at my tenure of office that I was able to secure well-furnished office for TESCON. TESCON transport was being positioned. Yes, that is what I want to do. But there are some people that want to prevent me from doing that. For that one, it cannot hold. So the mind will work.
I hope so. So you being called the master of links.
Yes.
And then Ghana being a country of who knows you and not who you know. Do you think it's a nice ideology for a country?
It's not. It shouldn't be that who knows you, because if you see, heaven even help those who help themselves. You want to see the president, but when you are always asleep. Can you see the president? So no one is preventing those people who don't even want to see the president. It's about you taking an action. Okay, so I don't see maybe anything bad about that.
And what if you don't know how to see the president?
Yes, there is always a how to. You ask. If you are going to Abuakwa, you don't know Abuakwa, what do? You ask somebody. That's how it should be.
So considering, let's take a poor person,
okay,
who can't afford, let me just say 2 meals a day.
Okay.
And then the person comes to me. Okay. I know I can afford. Then I'm like, pay me this, pay me that. Before we get to, I take you to Akufo-Addo. Do you think that's right?
But
obviously,
no one has said.
Obviously, there will be people who will take money from people to link them to people.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh. That's a sure fact.
Oh no, me, I don't do that. I don't believe in that. I believe in.
So at the moment, if somebody matches up to you and says, Mr. Bismarck,
yeah,
I want to meet the president, I want to be free with the president, or the Kwadaso MP who called you,
yeah,
will you just take the person there straight away?
Oh, it has been several times.
You won't take money.
Oh no.
So,
I even put them. Money. I even take them in my car, drive them to the Kwadaso municipal for them to see him. Right? Yes. That's what we've been doing.
So, would you right now? What would you want the EC or the Kwadaso MP or the people you know do for you at the moment since you have been disqualified?
For now, I will seek for redress. The appropriate heads must rule, because the vetting panel is unconstitutional. The time they gave them had expired, yet they had the order to come and vet us. Okay, so I'm giving them the leverage for them to go and think about what they did and come back and do the needful. Other than that, the heads will decide. Yes, the head will decide, because why should you do this? You do things that will create problem for the party. They are thinking about their selfish interests. They are thinking about they want to win power, because TESCON executives do vote in next year elections to want to position their cronies, so their cronies hand over to their cronies. Office is not, MPP is not a family party. It's a party for all. Party that believes in democracy. So that's what I believe in.
So right now, you are not willing to take their decision?
Oh Oh no. For their decision is bad, and we would not accept it today, tomorrow, and forever. We will not do that.
We pray that this decision or this wish of yours will be granted, and then we are very pleased to have you on our show. So, and before you leave us, we want you to tell us your social media handles. People want links, so your social media handles, even if you want to add your contacts so that people will come to you.
Sure. All right. I'm Bismarck Mensah Bonsu on social media. That's on Facebook is Bismarck Mensah Bonsu. Bismarck Mensah Bonsu. Twitter is Bismarck Mensah Bonsu, right? So, and on WhatsApp is my number is 0247 979197. Yes, and if maybe you've seen some people wearing Team BBM, people will be wearing Team BBM t-shirts. That is me. Yes, the only team on campus that had branded t-shirt. Yes, you should have informed me before. I would have worn one.
I'll be coming for mine soon.
Oh, don't worry, it's available. That's the only team on TESCON campus TESCON elections. The only team.
Okay, thank you for having us.
I'm most grateful for also for you having me and having this lovely
it's our
discussion.
It's our pleasure to have you.
Sure. All right. May the good Lord guide you all.
Amen. Amen. And guide you too.
All right.
Viewers, I believe you were informed, you were educated, and then you followed this interaction. If you want any links, don't hesitate to call the number he gave out and he will link you. This is Campus 360 with Eugenia. Thanks for being with me, and then see you another time. Bye.